and welcome back to another episode from Fixtopia, my single-player world. So, I am back into the Supporters Kingdom because I'm going to be overhauling another section of it. So, I don't want to say improving because these builds are great. There's nothing wrong with them. I just build a little bit differently. So, we're overhauling, and I did this building last time. This is serving as my storage building in this kingdom. And today, I had already started on, well, we're going to work on these mines area. Now, whenever I first got here, all this area here was covered with grass, and I was just thinking, like, the idea of having grass down there doesn't really seem like a mine to me, as well as these little sort of overhangy sections. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some of these down, make this area a little bit more stony and rocky and all that kind of stuff, and then start connecting some more platforms. Now, if you look over here, there are already stairs and stuff like that. This goes down to a natural Minecraft mine, I believe, and I do want to kind of keep that as is. I don't want to destroy that, but I want to be able to get down there. So some of the things I don't love about the way it is right now is I don't generally put stairs right on top of stone with an exposed side. What I would have done is probably cut that stair into the mountain by one more and then made this like a different sort of level of horizontal depth. I don't love seeing those two textures on the same plane as each other, so I'll probably end up changing that. Around here, not much other than I just took out all the grass. I'm going to get rid of all this granite, and also, as a side note, I get to keep all the granite, and, you know, that's cool, because I need granite. Oh, geez, okay, that's okay. The creepers can't hurt me. I still freak out about them, but watch this, because, unfortunately, to play with creeper damage off, it also turns off creeper pain, and I don't want that. I would like to have creepers still blow you up, but not blow up your build. So that would be sort of ideal for me. That'd be my absolute perfect thing, but I don't believe that I can find that data pack. The data packs that I have right now, they basically just turn off creeper damage completely, and that's not exactly what I want. I just want them to not blow up my stuff, right? I mean, I think a lot of us are probably on board with that, right? I like the challenge of having creepers drop on your head and maybe blow you up, but I don't love that they blow up your houses after, you know, hemming and hawing and getting everything exactly how you like it. As a builder, not that much fun. All right, so I'm going to take out all this granite, replace with a mixture of stone and cobblestone, because I want that sort of look. I want it to look like people have been working down here for a while, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make little mines go into the walls, because this is going to be basically it's going to be an aesthetic mine. I don't really think this is going to be like a mine that you're going to come here for much stuff, although you could, but generally I get most of my ores just by branch mining. I just find doing the branch mining, it gives you a lot more ores, and then also you get stone and stuff as well, so why not sort of double dip, in my opinion. Anyway, let me get this all brought down a couple levels so we can work on this next plateau, and then we'll work on some stairs and figure out exactly how we're going to make this look, well, beautiful in its own mine, dirt, cobble, you know what I mean. Some time has passed, and I'm really starting to like sort of the shape of this mine I have. So I didn't like it to be all exactly a flat area. So what I'm doing is I'm starting to make all these little different plateaus, and then start to bring in different levels of sort of cobblestone patchiness to just complete it. Now, yeah, I know I got some hovering stuff. Don't worry, I'm going to get rid of that in a little bit. But I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to sort of mount it down to the ground. But before I do that, I need to make sure that I have all of this sort of area figured out. I think what I want to actually wrap this all around over to there, and then we're probably going to do a minecart bridge. So what we'll do is we'll just get this guy and just sort of go through this, because another thing I really need to do is I need to get rid of this dirt. The dirt can't be there, so sheep, you're not ideal for a mine, I gotta be honest. I don't want to kill you because I might end up wanting to do a bit of a sheep farm or something over here, and I don't know if there are any more sheep nearby, so I don't want you to die, but boy, you're pushing your luck. So other than adding this little bit of road, because I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to start replacing all of the path blocks with just this little very simple of stone, brick, and stone and cobblestone. May texture it more detailed later, but just for right now, that's going to help me keep track of what I have done and what I need to do as I do this very long-term project. I mean, this is probably going to take me 1,000 days to do the whole thing, because I'm not going to stay just here. I'm going to bounce around, but we'll do 1 or 2 buildings each episode that we work here and just slowly get it all done. Now, here's a cool thing. Right here, this is very cool. I can fall right down here to all the various places that I want to go, different mining levels and all that kind of stuff. However, I don't think this is ideal for a hypothetical pretend mining sort of idea. So what I'm going to do is I dug this little hole, because this is going to be where they actually bring the stuff up. I thought it'd be a lot easier for them to use that elevator right there, which is already in place. I may expand it a little bit. They're going to bring the stuff up from the mine right there, and then you load it in a cart, and then we'll just go up here. So to get this to be realistically being able to be pulled by a cart, we have one of two choices. Either we use slabs to make it look like, you know, people could push a cart up this hill, or we use a minecart formula. And I think a minecart formula sounds a heck of a lot more fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert this platform right here to an actual minecart loading system. So a horse and carriage would back up to here, and then all these minecarts would arrive here with different things on them, and then they would be loaded on the horse, and the horse would take it off to wherever it wants to, right? I think it makes a lot of sense. Okay, I've done some editing here, and I think you'll like it. So this is where you're going to now drop down in. I actually could close this one off. I don't know why I still have it open, because that's just the elevator up. And then these are the two different drops. And again, this one I had open too, but you don't need that one open because that's just a beacon, and beacons pass through slabs. So you got this one that goes all the way down to deep slate. This one goes down to like a good sort of iron mining level, I think probably Y40, something like that. Now, I was going to bring the mine carts up this way, but the more I kind of looked at it, the more I just didn't like that feel, and instead, I thought of a better way to get some motion here, and yeah, you can see, I got one mine cart that's just going to be zipping back and forth. I'm going to do one more. I don't want to go crazy, because, you know, infinite mine carts do cause infinite lag, but I'm going to have a couple. I'm going to have one coming from right here that's going to go down, actually. It's going to change levels and go down and then go up, like kind of through there. So I'm going to kind of figure out a place. So basically I want to have a hole where this minecart is going to zip, and it's going to zip around a corner into just a dead stop. You know, I mean, I'm not going to make it go completely around. It's just going to be like, if you really investigate, you'll find the ending of it. But I think this would be a pretty nice way to get, I don't know, the illusion of a minecart that's doing some work, right? That miners are down here, they're filling up carts, they're moving along and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, this mine is in middle of the city, which is probably not generally like an ideal spot for a mine, but that is what my lovely supporters did, and I think we're going to make it work. We're going to make it really, really interesting, I think. So, yeah, so this is going to be where the minecart goes. I think we just need to sort of make this a right angle, and then we should be able to get this going. I'm very pleased with how this is starting to come along. I added these little walkway here because they had, I'm not actually sure, unfortunately, I'm not sure who built this mine, but they had the second floor up here with stone. Looks like it had been harvested stone. But, you know, you can't carry that stone up the ladder, so I thought, well, it might need some stairs. So I just threw up some stairs with a ladder, and then this area is now all basically done, adding in all these fences, and now you can drop down both ways, which is really cool, as long as the trapdoors aren't closed. Ouch! So, also, I brought in a lot of railings all over the place. Reason being, I thought, you know, you want to protect your miners. So in places where they're really working and lifting really heavy stuff, you might want to have maybe some extra railings just to make sure. I added in some more chains and stuff that are like helping to hold these really tall supports just to make it sort of tie in with down there. Oop, got a floating chain got to deal with. But basically, I think that the mine is now, I don't know, done, I guess. There's a couple issues, though, in this, well, yeah, this bridge. This bridge is one. I mean, the bridge itself is nice. It's fine, but it's hovering. Well, there was land there. I took down all that land to make this mine a little bit sort of more wide open. So I gotta deal with this bridge. So let's run a time lapse here and just see what we can come up with. I don't have a plan, but I don't know. I want to keep the diagonal bridge. I want to keep the idea that is already present. I don't want to redo it. So we'll just have to figure out some sort of diagonal bridge. Maybe do one with a little bit of a vertical a plunge, something like that. That could be kind of nice. Happy with this mine. I think it looks really good. You know, it's a little leafier than probably what I would have really done in a mine, but since I took away all this grass, I thought that dangling some leaves on here might be nice. This bridge is actually really nice, much probably nicer than what a mine deserves. However, the fact is that this bridge isn't really part of the mines, it's really part of the road. So this bridge takes you up here. It's a diagonal bridge with an arch, of course, and I think it's good. Now, I didn't do anything over on this side or over there because that's all going to be for a future video. But you know, I think that generally I really like sort of, you know, what we came up with this time. I still got to, I guess, put some slabs in. I forgot, but yeah, I feel good about this. I like the mind a lot. I like the movement. I think it's definitely sort of a Fix take on what my supporters had created, and yeah, this feels very me. You know, it feels very me. It feels like something that I would have built, and well, technically it's something I did build. So that's going to do it for me. I'm going to jump into the question or comment of the day right now. Today's question or comment of the day comes from RAI1578. So glad to find someone else playing this pack. I played a lot of Minecraft back in the 1.7 days, but it's totally different mod landscape now. I'm learning all over again. Yeah, so I wanted to address that in a video because Feed the Beast series has ended, unfortunately, because that mod pack is fundamentally broken, at least from what I can tell. Every time I go back into it, all of my quests have reset. That's what happened before. That's why I didn't start that series a long time ago, and it started happening again. I thought I had it fixed, but sure enough, I fixed all the quests. I went back to where I was again, reload the game, back to zero again. So that's just not a sustainable thing. I really wanted to play it. I was super into it, but I mean, I can't reset my quests every single time, especially as I progress into the pack. So sadly, unfortunately, that's dead. But that allows me more time to just really focus on this world, doing some multiplayer VAS and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see you next time. No lore segment this time, but there will be on the next episode. Bye, everybody.